I can't do it.
You got it. Come on, just 10 seconds.
I think that me and Miss Piggy would be.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Local Artists with me, Taylor Knott. And who are you?
I'm Frank.
And we are Local Artists.
Why don't you fuck with my swag like that? Babe, I know it's been a while. You haven't touched me since I got in fat. And I know having a fat husband is a drag. But why try so hard not to smile? This bitch got me wishing that I was a gay guy. Gay guy. Why you gotta treat me like this, bitch? Why you gotta treat me this way? Oh, I'm trying, bitch.
It's great.
Thanks. That's my take on Joji.
What's this Joji?
You don't know Joji?
No, don't do this. You say it about me, and you do it just as much.
Joji is a guy that was, he made like some of the most unhinged videos on YouTube back in like 2013 under the pseudonym Filthy Frank. You know Filthy Frank?
No. You don't know Filthy Frank.
Man, it's hard because I don't know why we're such good friends sometimes.
In 2013, I was hanging out with like my friends.
Yeah, because you're like a cool guy and I'm the least cool guy.
No, you are the coolest guy I know.
I wear belts.
I have a belt. Not on these. These are the only pair of jeans actually that
I use.
That's right. You use a necktie.
Yeah. I'm the least cool guy. I used to wear swimming trunks in high school.
You're the coolest to me.
So you don't know about these guys.
No.
But man, he was great. He was super funny. Sometimes I'll still watch his videos to this day. A little cocaine helps. But
Your mom watches this show.
people know I don't actually do cocaine.
No.
You can
You're
see
too
me,
low
man.
energy for cocaine.
Low energy and wide. But
You say wide?
yeah. But Filthy Frank, he did the most like, because sometimes like there's this phenomenon where like Madonna goes to England for 2 years and she comes back and all of a sudden she has a British accent.
Yeah.
Where celebrities like reinvent themselves. This guy, I've never seen somebody pivot so well and so seamlessly. Where in his Filthy Frank videos, he'd say everything from to anything.
Mm-hmm.
Anything you can imagine. He used to do YouTube videos where he'd have he would have rats. And they would catch rats and they would make them fight and stuff. Anyway, whatever. It was the most unhinged shit in the world, and it was super funny and like really like the end of the internet age where it's like everywhere on the internet is crazy shit or whatever before it got more corporate on the bigger platforms.
Corporations.
And now he makes like pop music that's kind of like that. Mm-hmm. It's way better than that. But he has that song Slow Dancing in the Dark. I bet you'd like it. I'll show it to you.
Okay. Your and I's friendship reminds me a lot of the movie A Walk to Remember. Seen A Walk to Remember?
I haven't seen it, no.
It's
I remember my
It's one of my favorite movies.
One of my childhood best friends. It was his favorite movie.
Yeah, it's beautiful. A lot of Switchfoot in it, in the soundtrack. Love Switchfoot.
Yeah, he was a big Switchfoot guy too. Actually, it's clicking for me now. It's an opposites attract kind of thing.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
guy was like the popular cool guy
no,
in
not at
school.
all.
And then
But yeah.
no, I'm him.
But you're into things that he was into, kind of.
I don't know. I don't think so.
You just named 2 things that he was huge on. and
Oh,
said
your
that
friend.
You were huge on them.
Oh, yeah. But then the cool guy in high school dates and then ends up marrying, sorry, spoiler alert, Mandy Moore's character, I can't remember her name, who was a nerd Christian, and that's what you and I are. I'm cool.
We're the couple in it.
You're lame. Somehow it works.
Every episode, at some point when Sarah is watching it, at some point in the episode, she goes, "When are you guys gonna kiss already?" There's always some.
It's coming up. Maybe on the
Playing with
Patreon.
fire.
Subscribe to the
Yeah.
Patreon.
It's the 100 subscriber special.
Yeah.
Can I tell you a quick story about this friend of mine though? When I was a kid,
Yeah. The Walk to Remember fan? Yeah.
he's a very nice guy. I haven't talked to him in a long time. You know, because I'm talking about like friends when I was like 10.
Sure.
You know, but when my dad died as a kid,
Here we
he
go.
was very close to me. You know, he was a very good friend of mine. And there's this thing, I don't know if you could tell by the intro that I made, but I'm kind of artistic.
You're very artistic.
And when you're like super, but I'm very I'm sensitive to art.
Yeah.
Like there's certain songs where if I listen to it for more than 45 seconds, I cannot help but
Cry.
And feel like crazy shooting sensations
I
throughout
feel
my
the same way
body.
about different songs. I watch a lot of
Well,
the
everybody.
voice performances in American Idol, and I cry at a lot of them, I'll be honest.
Everybody is touched by something, but like I almost have to. I can't listen to certain things or stay away. I have to stay away because things make me, either they like really enrapture me or they're so revolting that it's like physically painful to listen to most music. Well, I'm exaggerating a little, but it's so.
But as an artist,
can't take it.
as somebody
I
who's
can't take
perfected
it.
their craft, you can't see nonsense.
It
you
feels
know?
like standing in the middle of the dump
Yeah.
all of a sudden, you know.
I've heard you're
But
a
it's
big
inside your head.
big Katy Perry fan. Is that right?
Yeah, I love Katy.
That's
Perry.
what I've heard.
But anyway, this guy at the funeral, because I was telling you that because there's this weird phenomenon when you're like that where real life stuff doesn't touch you the same way. It kind of needs to be
At the funeral, did he just break out and
translated
dare you
through.
to move? Dare you to move?
That's a
Today never
That's a
happened.
fucked up thing to sing when a dead body is.
Today never happened.
Dare you to move. It's almost like you're wishing he's dead.
I dare you to move. Shaking him. Dare you to move. He's not moving.
Yep, not walking or remembering. Anyway, though, so it kind of doesn't touch me the same way, real life stuff. And so I was very sad, obviously.
Yeah.
But I didn't cry or really feel much of anything, you know.
Yeah. You were young, too.
Well, it's kind of like the emotional equivalent of like a flashbang. You know?
Equivalent.
Equivalent?
You just hit an equivalent.
Equivalent.
Right? Is that why we both looked at each other at
that
the
is
same
exactly
time?
why.
Yeah.
Man, that's ghetto as hell.
Equivalent.
There's no equivalence to that shit.
I think that's actually a good rap name.
It's kind of equivalence. No, equivalent.
Yeah.
Sorry. What was my point?
It's hard to say. You weren't super sad when your dad died.
No. Oh, the equivalent of like a flashbang, or like in a movie, you know, something blows up behind the guy or something.
Yeah.
And then it's like, you know,
Yeah.
where you're just sort of like, it doesn't feel like real life almost, you know. So anyway, I'm just standing there doing nothing.
Dare you?
I'm standing there doing nothing, and at a certain point, after they put him up in the thing or whatever. After the burial is finished.
They put him up?
Yeah, he was elevated from the earth.
Oh, sure.
I come from a long line of Freemasons. No, but it wasn't in the ground. It doesn't matter. It's an inconsequential detail to the story. Put him in the thing, and at a certain point, you're just, walking around.
Yeah.
So I'm walking around. I'm looking at the different graves and stuff, and he tries to have his Spider-Man 1 moment.
With Uncle
the funeral
Uncle
scene
Ben?
at the end? No, when
Oh.
Green Goblin dies. Why am I trying to explain this way? In Sam Raimi's Spider-Man,
Okay.
at the end of the movie, Green Goblin is perished. And whatever, like Harry, his son Harry, and Tobey Maguire, they have this moment, or whatever.
I don't remember it.
Anyway,
He had that.
he tries to have this moment with me because I've walked away from everybody, kind of like my back is away from the congregation.
Mm-hmm.
And he walks over, and again, I hadn't cried at all. I'm just like stone faced, just nothing. And he throws his arm over my shoulder, and he goes, "Just let it out, man.
No.
It's okay.
Oh man, he
You
wanted
don't-
to be your savior.
Have to, yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have to keep it in. Just
Dare
let it
you
out."
to move?
And
Oh
that's the
man,
thing
he was
is,
trying to be nice. To be fair, but
no, I don't think so. I don't think
you guys were what, 10?
Yeah.
He was doing what he's seen.
No, I know.
To try
He
to
was
comfort
doing-
you.
No, come
on.
On some level, I'm sure he was trying to actually comfort me.
He said, "Cry, cry."
I think it was about him.
Sure,
I
maybe
think
a little bit.
he wants to have this thing of like, kind of like the same way your grandma will, where she's like, "Your dreams are gonna come true, and I'm praying for your dreams to come true. And when they come true, don't forget that I pray." Like they want to have something to do with it.
Mm-hmm. I can see that. I think
And,
you're also giving maybe too much credit to a 10-year-old.
Well, here was the funny thing, though. I remember I was like 10 or 11 or whatever. And I remember how I felt. So I'm extending this to him. I think adults do this. They forget, actually, that you're not that out of the loop as an adult thinks you are. Because you are out of the loop on most things in practical adult life as a kid. But social stuff, human interaction, I don't think you're as out of the loop as people
yeah, maybe not.
assume you are. I remember thinking, okay, don't laugh.
Really?
Don't laugh. Because I thought it was so funny.
Yeah.
And I knew if I started laughing,
Oh, that would have been so mean.
he would be crushed.
Yeah.
So I couldn't do it.
A big Switchfoot fan, though.
I
Big
gave
Watch
him,
Remember
no,
fan.
what I did was I pulled him in for the full hug. Because,
Yeah.
we're standing parallel.
Mm-hmm.
I pulled him in for the full hug so he couldn't really see whether or
And
not
you were
I
like,
was crying.
What is this?
No, I didn't laugh.
Yeah, that's nice that you didn't
I
laugh.
contained it.
Yeah.
He was very courteous of me.
It was courteous of him. I think you're being mean to this.
It was not it was courteous of him on paper, but I'm telling you, I could feel. I knew this kid.
You
Pretty
read
good.
vibes. I know you. You read vibes.
I knew what was going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good guy. What happened to your friendship?
He's a very good guy. Well, he just lives across the country.
Oh, it was
So I
before
just
you
don't
moved
see him.
here?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It was back in Nebraska.
Brasky.
Yeah.
Carney.
Nobody says it like that.
Okay.
They have very normal voices over there, actually.
Yeah. That's not quite south, I wouldn't say. It's a little maybe Midwest.
That's a Midwest.
Yeah.
People that are like super into metal and stuff like that.
Yeah. Did you hear that Rosie O'Donnell has moved to Ireland?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I would too if I were her.
She's now the most eligible bachelor in all of Ireland.
So they
That
have
could be a funny joke.
Are Irish people ugly?
They talk ugly. time for?
Speaking of Midwestern emo shit, you didn't hear the jingle?
Taylor's top 5.
Mm-hmm.
Great. I have a good top 5. I like this top 5.
Yeah, you specifically requested to do a top 5.
I
this
said if
week.
we need it, I have a decent one. My top 5 this week is top 5 blackface.
Please elaborate on what that means.
It's just the best celebrities who've done blackface. My favorites of all
Do
of
you
them.
have pictures of them ready?
I don't, but I think
All
we
right,
could pull it up.
Trace, it's time to.
Okay, you don't
it's
need
time
to
get to work, baby.
You don't need to do. I have honorable mentions.
And I want to say this in a thing because you're obviously this is a comedy show mostly. You know,
We're
You're being-
anti blackface.
You're being sardonic,
Yeah,
and what you're doing is you're exposing these racist bigots,
of course I am.
these privileged.
Yes, I don't stand for any of this.
right,
Here's
so
honorable
here's-
mentions. You don't need to look these ones up.
Well, what if it's really funny though?
First honorable mention is Drake. He
Okay.
has done blackface. He's not black enough. He did blackface for an album cover. Get more cred, probably. Frank Sinatra. He's done blackface. It's pretty good. Dan Aykroyd in Trading Places with Eddie Murphy, maybe. Shirley Temple. She did blackface, but she was 5 years old. Have you seen this? This is funny, actually. Shirley Temple. She was like 5, and they made her do blackface, which it's pretty
Look,
funny.
Shirley Temple is such a talent, because kids can't act or sing or dance at all, usually at all.
The 5 over from the. How ridiculous is that?
When did she die? Because I don't want to hang too long on Shirley Temple just because it's so.
About 10
It
years ago.
seems so dark.
Nice.
1920.
Unintended.
Okay.
All right.
No, her life.
And then the last honorable mention is Betty White. She did it in Golden Girls.
Hell yeah.
Pretty cool. Okay, now we're going to start
Betty
looking up
fucking White.
some. I don't know how to pronounce the last name. Number 5, his name is Joseph Fiennes. Fiennes. But he did
that
Michael
all?
Jackson. There it is. First one on the
All
left.
He's known for?
I'm not sure if this counts.
That's not blackface, man.
I looked up celebrities who've done blackface. This is one of the more popular ones. He did Michael Jackson, but in the white years. So I don't know if it counts, but I like him coming in at number 5.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy? That was considered blackface. I like it.
I want to have I want to talk to a person that thinks that's blackface
Well, Michael Jackson was black.
to understand. Well, I know, but blackface is painting your face black.
Yeah.
Like, what's the guy that got fired? He did the Indian guy on The Simpsons forever.
I haven't
I
watched
know the
it.
character is Apu. I don't know the actor.
Whoever played Apu is Hank Anza, something like that.
That guy didn't get fired from The Simpsons. He voices like half the characters.
Well, he got fired from Apu, the role of Apu.
Oh yeah, they removed,
I guess fired's the wrong
think
word.
they
Apu was
removed
just
the character
discontinued.
from the show. He didn't get fired.
I think Apu's still on the show.
No, he's not.
Oh. That's weird.
He got removed.
Taking a role from an Indian guy.
Slash a white guy. Okay, here's number 4. You're not gonna
Well, I'm
like.
just saying it's like that guy's not doing Indian face,
Yeah.
like doing that voice.
Doing Indian voice.
So that guy's face, to do blackface, you have to paint your face black. You have to try to look
Take it
black.
up with Google and CNN.com.
I want to talk to somebody who thinks that's blackface.
Sorry. Number 4. You're not gonna like this, but I like it. It's almost inverse blackface. You don't have to look this up. It's White Chicks, the movie. Somehow that's just fine, you know?
I don't think there's anything offensive about it at all.
It's not. I like it. I just thought it was good to go in the number 4 spot. And then I like these 3. Number 3 is
Chappelle.
classic. Robert Downey Jr. in Tropic Thunder. Great movie. Great.
He's probably the only person that hasn't gotten
Yeah.
shit on for doing that. I mean, I'm sure somebody did. But he's probably protected because it's written into the story
Yeah.
that he's
It's
a white
like-
guy doing blackface.
Yeah,
It's a whole joke.
It's Inception. It's Inception black. This is Inception blackface.
And honestly, I think, I mean, I'm not an actor, so I don't actually know. I don't know how much credence to give to it as a technique in terms of the end product. But anybody that shits on method acting in any way, shape, or form, I'm a big fan of that.
I hate method acting.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
get over yourself.
incredibly-
Ugh.
It's not only pretentious; it's actually an insane thing to do.
Yeah.
Like, I would think you were less crazy by inviting a demon into your being than method acting.
Yeah,
for a
it's
role.
ridiculous. Number 2, and this guy could have been on a number of times. He's on blackface many, many times. It's Justin Trudeau, Prime Minister
Really?
of Canada.
Oh, damn.
He's in like Indian
That's
blackface
a
in that one.
crazy one. Holy shnikes.
And he's done it on multiple occasions. It's pretty good.
I like that one with all the ladies.
Oh, yeah, he's...
Do you think he was doing the voice? You know,
Hello,
I like
lady.
these white bitches.
Hello. Oh,
I
their
like that
face is
they're
blurred out.
censored in one of them, and the other one, it's like, nah.
Yeah, you could easily just click on the next image and find exactly what this is.
Oh my gosh.
Can I make a comment about Justin Trudeau's thing?
Sure.
Because the photos were in black and white, makes it feel like it was forever ago. The picture we were looking at was from 2001.
Yeah, he's he's done it. He does it.
Right before 9/11.
Coming in number 1, the leader, the originator of all blackface. Give me Al Jolson at number 1. ALJOLSON.
Who's Al Jolson?
He's done it on many, many occasions in many different films.
Whoa.
The originator, 1927, an OG of blackface, I would argue. This guy,
Damn.
Al Jolson, just a
I'm
real
surprised,
leader in blackface.
I'm surprised that you didn't mention Bing Crosby.
He was on my honorable mentions. I took him off. It's fine. I should have left him on.
Do you have anything else to say or elaborate about?
No, I just like it.
blackface?
I just
So-
like how often it has happened.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's like watching car crash videos. Or
Yes,
something.
basically. That's it. That's Taylor's top 5 of the week. Thank you for listening. Tune in another time to hear best white face.
You know how I'm like very logorrheic?
I don't know what that word means.
It means like motor mouth, can't stop talking.
Mm-hmm.
And the second definition is using words that are too large for people to understand commonly.
Which is perfect. It's perfect.
But man, I don't think I've ever talked less during a segment.
Try to be careful.
Well, I don't know what to do about it because on the one hand, I want to try to like explore the mind behind it or something, but there's no good hot take or commentary to make about why it's bad.
It's just pretty clearly bad.
Yeah. I mean, that's I don't know if anybody would say it's not bad.
I could find some people for you.
Yeah.
We get my dad on the podcast. I'm just kidding.
But yeah, I guess I'm too scared. You've scared me too bad.
You little girl.
I know.
Yeah. You the
it's
things
not
you've
even-
said on this podcast and you're like, I'm taking a backseat on this one.
No, I just don't know what to. I don't know what to contribute that isn't
Been covered.
redundant or virtue signally. That isn't also like just pontificating in the wrong direction.
Stop using such big words.
Well, I'm trying to speak better.
It's nice of you.
I was
guess.
listening to a debate the other day on the YouTube. It was this lady who was saying sentences like, "Well, that's just the thing with this shit. It's fucking obvious, like swearing in tone and stuff."
Yeah.
And I was kind of like, "Man, this is like hard to listen to, and it makes you seem retarded."
Yeah.
For
sure.
So I'm trying to speak in an elevated manner.
Oh. Get over yourself. You're basically method acting right now.
This is who I am, man.
I know. I was not on the list on Tuesday for the open mic, that happens. So I put my name in what's called the lucky bucket. They draw 3 or 4 people, they get to go up. My name was drawn, and then like a few regulars were drawn, and the manager said to the host and the person running the light, because they have to write it down who's on the lucky bucket. They said, "Oh, a lot of really good guys getting up in the lucky bucket." And the host said, "Yeah, I guess if you want to count Taylor." They went up and they did their hosting set and bombed.
Wait, they're hosting?
They were hosting, yeah. They're just letting anybody host. And completely bombed, ate it. And I was number 4 on the list. And I'm like, oh, shoot, I'm going to not do very well, It's not being set up. And the first 3 people went up and bombed, right? And I was like, this person's going to be completely right about me when I go up and bomb.
Yeah.
Because there hadn't been like one laugh the entire night.
People are like, oh, damn it.
Yeah.
Never
I went up.
going to an open mic again.
I went up and murdered. Brought the house down, baby.
That's great news.
And the rest of the night, everybody else killed after I went. I need to know when these segments are coming up so I don't start
There
a story.
was a time, a long, long time ago, back when men were men, and they settled their quarrels with a technique that's a little different from how we do it nowadays. They would have debates.
I don't want to debate.
Are you ready, Trace?
Yeah, let me pull up those notes.
I'm just going to start swearing and lose the debate.
This is going to be a disaster.
Yes.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our debate tonight. The topic of tonight's debate is whether or not we should socially pressure enforced monogamy or not. Frank will be in the role of the affirmative, that we should. Taylor will be the opposition, that we shouldn't.
We shouldn't enforce monogamy.
Yes.
Okay.
Socially
I would like to
pressure.
point out, though, this is completely unfair. You came up with this. You came up with the topics. You gave yourself the side you wanted to be on. You have talking points. I can see it in your stupid head. And I'm going in blind.
I purposely did not make any notes or think about it at all.
All right. Well, you start then. You're on affirmative side.
Frank will be beginning with a 2-minute opening statement.
2 minutes? All right.
2-minute opening statement.
Might be too long.
It's so long.
We'll see.
Just
Do you
go.
want me to share the other detail of your opening statement, or would you like to?
No. Yeah, you got to say what's going on.
Alrighty. Well, he will be doing this 2-minute opening statement as Jordan Peterson.
No. We're doing impressions and a debate. Get out of here. Please
So
tell
do you
me
have
I
a
don't
timer
have.
ready?
I do have a timer reader.
I-
as
let me
Jordan
know.
I'm not
Peterson
doing
would
2
say.
minutes, just so we're on the same
Okay,
page.
let me know. Well, you can cede your time. That's fine.
Yeah.
I'll seed you in
All
the
right.
face.
And begin.
Well, the first thing is that what is a society? A society is a collection of minds and human beings that have to interact with each other. And that's the main issue. Like, it's no bloody joke.
That's good.
People.
And time.
That's the bloody issue. People need to contend with the dragon that is marriage. And this is the Western foundation for our whole civilization. I mean, it's no bloody joke.
1 minute left, Mr.
It's
Peterson.
becoming Mrs. Doubtfire.
Every time you hit a bloody, it's right on point.
And I thought about it, and well, surely my opponent tonight will make a case that how do we really know what is the point of existence? But I think if you take their worldview seriously, which they will not grant to us, if you take their worldview seriously and you really contend with it, then you come to find that great civilizations utterly collapse, and that's the problem.
You're off topic, Mr. Peterson. Are you ceding your time?
Now, I don't normally like to filibuster.
And time up. Thank you so much.
The perfect line
for that.
before time's up is I don't normally like to. What's the argument again?
So you're arguing that we should not socially pressure enforced monogamy.
Okay.
And you
Who am
will
I
be doing your opening statement for this argument as Jerry Seinfeld.
All right.
Your
Hold on. Let me get my Jerry Seinfeld.
Alrighty.
Oh, man. I'm so off it right now.
I know, I couldn't do it at all.
All right. Go.
Alrighty. Your time will start now.
Oh, what's the deal with Jordan Peterson? You know, no, I'm doing Norm and Jerry. Can I just do Norm?
No, you gotta do Jerry, come on.
I can't do it.
Oh, come on!
Oh God! This
There you
guy, he thinks that society. What is society? He doesn't even know what society is. He's arguing with me. He doesn't even know what society is. This guy, he didn't even talk about the topic. I'm gonna talk about the topic. I do not think that we should be forcing monogamy. This is America, for crying out loud. You know, I'm going back into the norm.
It's up here!
He's up here! Well, this is America. It's a free country, you know? I mean, what's the deal with forcing what you want on other people? It's nonsense. It's complete nonsense. I think that we should be able to do what we want when we want to do it. Like the other day, I was on an airplane, and what's the deal with airline food, by the way? And they were trying to force these peanuts on me. I don't want peanuts, you know? I wanted a cookie, you know? What if somebody wants something else other than what you want for them? You don't have to force them to do what you want to do. I think this is the land of the free, home of the brave. You know, I think that people should be able to stick whatever they want in anyone, and not just one person forever. I think that's horrible. It's a bad take. Go back to England or wherever the hell you're from, you know. What's the deal with monogamy? And that's it. Thank you.
Bow, ba-dow, bow, bow.
Boom, ba-dum, boom.
Alrighty. Excellent. Now,
I can't just go into a voice. I'm not a... I found the groove for a second, lost it, found it back for a second. I think your second half
That's a
of Jordan...
bad take.
I'd
something
say
good there.
Jerry's career would also line up with your statement just there.
That's true. Please,
And now-
God, don't make me do another voice.
It is time for our cross-examination. Frank, you will once again be given 2 minutes as Kermit the Frog.
Why are there so many?
So I'd like to ask you a question about nobody is arguing that people should be forced against their will to do something they don't want to do. So I'd like to ask if you recognize and are willing to admit that that's a snake in the grass shitty debate tactic. Do you care?
No!
All right, fair enough. Well, I think the audience here can something.
I've never heard Kermit clear his voice.
I'm sorry.
That's Yoda.
I have a frog in my throat.
Nice. No, I love it. It's nice. Great.
There is no such thing as a society unless we have a firm building block in which to...
You moving away from Kermit?
Back to Peterson a little bit. It's easier to go from Kermit to Peterson.
No, it's not bloody likely.
But that's the thing about it is in order to have a society, in the first place, you have to have grounded civilians that you can rely on that won't go and bloody attack each other.
Or fully back to
giving each other diseases. Well, that's the issue. So, based on your worldview,
There it is.
everybody sticking it in each other whenever they want. Where do you think that leads?
1.
And time up, Mr. the
Yeah,
Frog.
but I didn't actually end up asking him any questions, really.
We will now be
Debates are hard.
moving over. Do we want to? Technically, there's supposed to be like a 1 minute rebuttal.
No, he cross-examines me back.
No, there's a rebuttal, and then
I'll
cross-examines
cross-examine
you.
back. This has been
All right.
go.
Taylor, you will be doing your cross-examination as Owen Wilson. Your time starts
Wow.
now.
All right. Wow. I can only do wow. Let me find it. Wow. Wow. That I don't think that's a very good wow. This is a really bad Owen Wilson. He's kind of nasally, but he's not quite this nasally. But that's fine. We're gonna stick with it. He kind of talks a little bit like with his mouth a little bit
Face is
closer.
right, yeah.
I think that.
You have the right.
All right, let me get back into it.
I want to get Peterson right.
I think that based on what you said basically nothing at all. I think that you just talked nonsense the entire time. Wow. I think that society should be for people who can do what they want to do. You know. Oh, that's a good little bit. Oh, you know.
So you'd have no consequences for anybody's actions.
No, I'm not saying that, I'm saying, wow, you I'm saying that, maybe it's right here. Maybe at the mouth it's a little bit more right here. I think that in a society where you're controlling people is not going to benefit anybody. Why would you want, what is this, North Korea?
Yeah, except
you
the
want,
bloody children.
no, let the adults make their own decision. The children, yeah, you don't force them, or else they'll just resent you, and it'll be wow. It'll be wow.
It'll be like, wow.
It'll be like wow. Wow. I don't like these people running our society. They're trying to control. It's like Nazi Germany. It's wow. It's like Nazi Germany. Wow.
This whole debate, I've just been waiting for him to bring up Nazi Germany.
Time up, Mr. Wilson.
Wow.
Now, we are going to.
I'd like to get better at. I'm so bad at impression. People are saying, "Can I do Trump?" I'd like to do Trump.
All right, let's see
Well,
what's the
so
next.
our next little segment here is going to be 2 minutes of open discussion. Both of you as Donald Trump.
Oh,
Time
First
begins
of all, I'd
now.
like to get right into it.
people say weaving. You got to be very smart. I like to.
People have been
It's
talking
huge.
about
This
what you've
argument
been
is
saying.
very big, very huge. People are saying it might be
look
the
at Hollywood.
biggest. No, I'm talking. Please, I'm talking.
look
I'm in
at
the middle of.
Hollywood. No,
do
please,
not.
excuse
I'm
me.
talking. Please, I'm
Excuse
going.
me.
Let me finish. People are saying you have to be very, very smart to do what I do, and I'm saying yes, biggest, most smart person I've ever met in my entire life.
Wow.
No. Stop it, please. I'm talking, please. You think Joe Biden could beat me in a boxing match? I don't think
All
so.
right, what you're not gonna do is just take up this
I'm
entire
in the middle
open
of talking.
discussion. I'm the leader of the free
Fine,
world.
I will let you because I'm Donald Trump.
fantastic.
I'm in charge. I'm going to let
I'm
you.
fantastic.
I just want you to know I'm letting you.
You're not letting me do anything. You're still talking over me.
I want you.
This is supposed to be a discussion.
But here's the thing, Donald. Donald,
Just
you
no,
are
just
so
think of-
wrong. You are so.
No.
You've never been. Nobody in the history has ever
No,
been
think
more
of
wrong
Hollywood.
than you.
No, you have to think about Hollywood.
Yeah, I'm saying right.
These people, they're raping the children.
They're eating the cats. They're eating the dogs.
The adrenochrome.
I've seen it. I'm not on the Epstein flight logs, but I've seen it.
I met
knew Epstein
I met Epstein, very nice
one
guy,
or two
but
times.
Kind of.
One or two
I
times.
wish him well. I wish him well.
There's good people on both sides, the children and the rapists. There's good people on both sides.
This is supposed to be.
We haven't talked about. He likes to go off. He just likes to talk.
You ramp up into. We just like.
He just wants. He's not even debating me. He can't debate with me. I'm the
this
best
guy, he
debater.
can't
He
debate.
wants people to be forced in. That's not the America
They
that
call
I
me
know.
debating
That's not the America
Donald.
that I know.
Debating Donald,
I'm
that's
trying
what
to
they call
talk,
me.
please. I'm trying to talk.
President Trump's, please.
Hey, this guy. No, I know my time is over, but
will
this guy, I
say
can't
President
let.
Trump,
If you're gonna
please,
let him
President
say
Trump's.
something about me, I get a time to
No,
respond.
I will say he's a very
do
bad
not.
debater, bad faith debater.
You-
excuse me,
no.
excuse me, bad faith debater. But
Don't talk about
but-
my faith.
No,
You know,
excuse me, very
I'm.
bad. No,
It's the Father, the
no,
Son,
please
and
excuse
Donald J.
me.
Trump.
We gotta
I
get
am
the
Donald.
tranquilizer.
I'm going to.
No, please excuse me, very bad faith debater, but he's a good-looking guy. All right,
Very
He's a
handsome.
very
Both of us
handsome
very
guy.
handsome.
This guy's a very
The
handsome
hair's
guy.
real. It's very real. I have big hands, huge,
Oh, we're
huge
singing.
hands.
A house.
In New Orleans, they call the rising sun. They call it the rising sun. Can we pull up the lyrics?
Poor boy and Oh, I'm on the next line.
The only time he's satisfied is when he knows drunk. Oh, my mother was a traitor. She sold my new blue jeans. And my father was a gambling man way out in New Orleans. I got
Food on
the platform and on the train. I'm going back
to New Orleans to
win that ball and chain. That ball and
It's a
chain.
very bad faith debate.
So,
They're eating the cats.
Do we still have more debate?
yes,
yeah.
it is now time for a.
Just an intermission.
Can I be Adolf?
We could do that. That each
If
of you gets
want,
to pick
you
one.
just pick one.
No, I don't want.
Let's
I
do
can't
a closing statement from Frank. I would like to change this and have you be Seinfeld.
Okay.
So
He does
2
good
minutes,
Seinfeld, yeah.
Mr. Seinfeld, starting.
All right.
now.
Well, here's
She
the
was
deal.
actually 18 when we met.
She was 18. If I had been following enforced monogamy, this never would have happened.
Nah, your Seinfeld's so much better.
I don't know why I didn't give myself something. If I'd been following enforced monogamy, this never would have happened. I spent my whole 20s, all my 30s running around, sticking things in wherever they go.
Down at the local high school.
What's the deal with pussy? Why is it so good? I can't stop eating it.
It's not like the
This is
airline
why when I
peanut.
found my lovely wife, Latvia, and our beautiful 4 strapping young girls.
Met her at her bar mitzvah.
Just think of Kramer. Kramer's he's had to move to Idaho, I think, after the things he said. He's been his whole life alone, never building anything that would, never creating a lineage. You need a lineage.
You can also find it with a yell.
I can't do it without the yell. I can't do normal Jerry. It's gotta be yelling. Anyway, enforced monogamy. While my opponent will tell you that the other side of this, you live a free life in which you pursue your own interests. What I'm telling you is the meaning of life is not found in these frivolities. It's found deep within a sense of purpose that comes from your lineage. We Jewish people understand this.
Mr. Seinfeld, that's it.
Thank you, Mr. Seinfeld. And finally, we'll receive our closing statement from Jordan Peterson.
No.
Come on, just try. Mine wasn't good.
All right.
Mine
Ready?
wasn't
Go.
good.
Oh, I think that the bloody lifeline of society is being able to have free will. It's not bloody likely that I can just... everybody you can just say is in one category that you... I'm doing British. That you bloody agree with. I don't think it's... Actually, I think it's... I'm actually coming around to you. I'm so bad at
Well,
it.
that's the bloody question.
It's more
I'm still doing Jerry
kind of
Seinfeld.
back at the throat a little bit. I actually...
Maybe if I start from Kermit and
then
work my way to Jordan
you work
Peterson.
your way back into Peterson. That's the trick.
It's right there a little bit. I actually am coming around to your point. I'm doing Kermit. I'm going to do Kermit from here on out.
I actually agree with you. I'm coming around to what you said. I think that society will collapse if you don't have structure in place. Now I'm kind of back into Jordan Peterson. It's kind of in the middle. I can't find it.
It's good. You got this.
I think actually, me and Miss Piggy, we are just monogamous ourselves. But sometimes one of the other Muppets comes in and we do a little threesome, and it really turns Miss Piggy on. So I can't say I fully agree.
Animals in the closet.
I can't say I fully agree with what you're saying, but there does need to be a strong. Miss Piggy is jumping in now. There does need to be a strong ballot.
Kermit.
Why are there? I think that I can't do it.
You got it. Come on. Just 10 seconds.
I think that me and Miss Piggy would be.
You're going through the whole cast.
I'm doing all the animals.
Well, on the way we go.
I think that
The other day I was thinking about
Is that your closing statement?
I think that you're right, actually. It's a travesty that we've gone away from classic monogamy.
wow.
Wow.
Hey, Shrek. I'm Donkey Shrek. I think that monogamy...
He's doing black voice.
that was so funny, but
That was a good
horrible.
time. Terrible impression.
I'm not sure who I could do. Like, who? I can't... no. Do Norm. It's so easy. It's kind of more...
Because Norm Macdonald, it's easy to do his cadence, but it's hard to do the actual voice.
yeah. The other day
Because his
I
actual
was,
voice, it's similar to Trump. The hard thing with Trump, the actual voice is like very low and growly.
Yeah.
Now. It's hard to do that and try to keep the little affectations or whatever.
Yeah. So that was good. It was fun. I'll give
Yeah,
you
it was a
that.
good
That was
time.
fun.
It was a good time. And we sang a pretty little song.
It was nice. Yeah, I had to pull up the lyrics. But also, you did it so out of order. It's crazy.
Yeah. I should have been reading the lyrics too.
No, it's all right.
That is a funny thing with remembering lyrics. Like, once you learn lyrics, you can only think of them in sequential order.
Yeah.
Like, if you ask me, what's the second verse of a song I wrote? What's the third line in the second verse? I have no idea.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's kind of like ABCs. But if you go ABC,
Yeah.
oh, yeah.
Yeah. So last night, it's an open mic, so whatever, you're not expecting like it to be great. That's fine. This guy comes up, and he says, "It's my first time doing comedy. It wasn't. I've seen him many times, and then he was like, he just kept talking, and he was like not making any jokes, and then he kept pulling the cord out from the microphone and like being like, "Oh, I'm so nervous," like picking it. He did it 6 times where he pulled it out, and then
Trying to make it look like an accident?
yes. Then, towards the end of a set, he brought his water up there, right? Which you don't do. He's doing 4 minutes. You don't need a drink of water. But he takes a break.
Don't tell me he Gallagher'd.
He gets a drink of water. He puts it back on the stool, but on the edge where it spills all over the stage. And he's like, oh. And then he pulls out the cord again. And I don't know if he thought it was funny. Like he thought it was complete silence the entire time. It made me so angry.
Why?
So angry because don't be an idiot. Look, if you're trying to do like a material and it sucks, that's fine. Maybe you're just not very good at it, and that's fine. But don't be the hackiest person on earth. And then, so I had like some of the more tenured comedians. We talked about this, and they were like, because I thought I was alone.
Yeah.
They're like, no, that made me so angry.
Yeah.
And the manager of the club was like, is he gonna pay for the like cord? If it breaks,
fucked up.
yeah, like you can't just yank it out of.
No.
She's like,
It has a lock on it.
yeah, she's like so angry, and I'm like, I'm glad I was validated. It was the worst set I've ever seen, and I've seen some bad ones. Some people are trying and they suck, and that's fine.
Yeah.
like I said, but to be like, I'm gonna go up and
I'm
do
avant-garde.
yeah, he's a
Yeah.
doctor too. Nice. I would never go to him.
He desecrated your pulpit.
Yeah, that's true.
He went into the temple and
But to spill water on the stage on purpose is
Yeah.
crazy. Ugh.
unless it's funny,
Sure, if you have an audience that likes that kind of thing,
and if you're
funny.
adroit,
Yeah.
that is an incredible skill to be funny with your body.
Yeah,
That's a hard thing to do.
yeah.
I mentioned this joke one time on the show. I would like to just see if we could maybe find it real quick. Look up Jim Carrey. Another Jim Carrey shout out.
Big Jim Carrey fans.
Here's something, just type this in. Here's something you can't do when you get older.
Here's a scary concept, though. Getting old. You can't do that.
That's all. Isn't that so good?
Yeah, he's great.
Man, I love that. Just has an exorcism.
Can't do
Can't
that.
do that.
That's great.
God, I love that joke so much.
Yeah, he's great.
That's just a nice little treat.
Everybody. Thanks.
I figure it's like nice to balance out because, I don't want to be overtly negative or unfair,
Yeah.
And we did do that whole Jim Carrey segment a while ago. So.
No, he has. I mean, The Mask is unbelievable. Dumb and Dumber. I feel like it's a movie that you wouldn't like, but I liked it.
I liked that fruity one he was in, Eternal Sunshine for the Spotless Mind.
Yeah. Good.
Whatever.
I also like
Truman
Yes
Show's
Man, Truman Show.
fantastic.
Actually, I think I like maybe all of his movies.
I mean,
Now
they're
that I'm
funny
thinking about
movies,
it.
yeah.
What's the other one? The Cable. Is that?
Oh, I didn't really like that one that much.
it was
But
fine.
I can see what's good about it.
Not The Invention of Lying. What's the other kind of like that?
Oh, Bruce Almighty.
No. It's not. Can you look up Jim Carrey?
You don't like Bruce
No,
Almighty.
I like Bruce Almighty, but it's not even close to The Invention of Lying.
It's kind of the same idea of like one character that.
Special powers.
Just search Jim Carrey movies.
Oh, did you see I Love You, Philip Morris? It's
Oh, Liar, Liar.
Oh, sure. It's incredibly gay, like it's about 2 gay guys, But I have to say Ewan McGregor is hysterical in that movie. He's super funny.
I'll have to watch it.
Ben Kenobi.
Yes. I didn't know Obi-Wan's first name.
Ben?
Is it Ben?
Uh-huh.
No, that's his like fake. It's like his undercover name. Old man Ben Kenobi. His real name is Obi-Wan when he's a young guy.
All right, so we're done. This episode's done.
I would like to see a Star Wars remake where it's like pretty woke, as they're doing. And Obi-Wan is played by a Mexican man, and his name is Obi-Wan.
That's good.
That's just what I provide to this podcast.
Something.
Send us out. Take us out.
Everybody out there needs to understand that. I'm trying. I really want to get good.
Your best is Jerry
That's-
Seinfeld.
No, I know, but I don't want to keep.